One of my fondest childhood memories is of making candles with my grandmother. We gathered beeswax sheets, colorful wicks and fragrant oils in her cozy kitchen. The warm, honeyed scent of the wax filled the air as we carefully rolled each candle, our laughter echoing through the house. It was a magical experience, and it sparked a lifelong love of candle making in me. There's something truly special about creating something beautiful and useful with your own two hands. Candle making, in particular, holds a unique allure. It's a craft that connects us to the past, to a time when candles were a primary source of light and warmth. Today, while we may not rely on candles for illumination in the same way, they continue to hold a special place in our homes and hearts. Whether you're a seasoned crafter or a curious beginner, I invite you to join me on this journey into the world of candle making. It's easier than you might think, and the rewards are plentiful, from the simple joy of the process to the satisfaction of burning a candle you've made yourself. Candle making is an enriching and rewarding experience. Let's begin. For centuries, candles have illuminated our world. Long before electricity, candles were essential for light, warmth, and even timekeeping. Early civilizations crafted candles from readily available materials like beeswax, tallow, and plant fibers. The ancient Egyptians used beeswax candles as early as 3000 BC. In China, candles made from whale fat emerged around 200 AD. During the Middle Ages in Europe, beeswax candles were common in churches and monasteries, while tallow candles lit homes. The invention of the candle mold in the 15th century revolutionized candle making it possible to create uniform candles in various shapes and sizes. Later, the discovery of paraffin wax in the 19th century led to the mass production of candles, making them more affordable and accessible. Today, candles continue to light up our lives, adding warmth, ambience, and fragrance to our homes. And while we no longer rely on them as our primary source of light, the art of candle making remains a cherished tradition, connecting us to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of generations past. Before we embark on our candle-making adventure, let's gather the essential tools and materials. Don't be intimidated by the list. Most of these items are readily available at craft stores or online. For all candle types, you'll need wax, the foundation of your candle. We'll explore different types, including beeswax, soy wax, and paraffin wax. Wicks, which draw the melted wax up to the flame. Choose the right size wick for your candle's diameter. A double boiler or heat-safe pot and pouring pitcher to melt the wax safely and evenly. A thermometer, as accuracy is key when melting wax, so a thermometer is essential. A heat-resistant work surface to protect your table or countertop with a heat-resistant mat. Additional supplies for specific candle types include, for rolled candles, you'll need beeswax sheets and cookie cutters. Optional. For container candles, you'll need heat-safe containers like glass jars or tins and warning labels. For molded candles, you'll need candle molds made of silicone, metal, or plastic. For dip taper candles, you'll need a tall, narrow dipping container and a wick centering device. Remember, safety first. Always supervise children when working with hot wax and open flames. Now that we have our tools and materials ready, let's dive into making our first candles. Rolled beeswax candles are the perfect starting point for beginners, especially children. They are simple, safe, and require minimal supplies. You will need beeswax sheets, wicks, scissors, and a ruler, optional. Instructions. First, prepare your beeswax sheet. If desired, cut the sheet to your preferred size using scissors or a ruler. Next, cut your wick. Measure and cut a wick that is slightly longer than the width of your beeswax sheet. Place the wick along one edge of the beeswax sheet, leaving a small overhang. Carefully, begin rolling the beeswax sheet tightly around the wick. Once rolled, gently press the edge of the beeswax sheet to seal the candle. And there you have it, your very own rolled beeswax candle. Experiment with different colored beeswax sheets and create patterns by cutting shapes or stripes before rolling. Container candles are incredibly versatile and allow for endless creativity. You can choose from a wide array of containers, from simple mason jars to vintage teacups, to complement your home decor. Choosing the right container is essential. Opt for containers made from heat-resistant materials like glass or metal, and avoid using flammable materials. Containers with straight, smooth sides are ideal for easy candle removal. Consider the size of your container and choose a wick that will provide a full, even burn. Now let's talk about making your container candle. First, ensure your container is clean and dry. Attach the wick to the bottom using a wick sticker or hot glue. Follow the instructions on your chosen wax for melting temperature. Use a double boiler or a heat-safe pot and pouring pitcher. Add fragrance and color once the wax is melted. Stir gently to combine. Carefully pour the melted wax into your prepared container, leaving about ½ inch of space at the top. Use a wick centering device or pencils to keep the wick centered while the wax cools and hardens. Allow the candle to cool and harden completely before burning. Remember to label your candles with a warning about burning them safely. Never leave a burning candle unattended. Molded candles allow you to create intricate shapes and designs. From simple geometric forms to elaborate figurines, the possibilities are endless. Silicone molds are flexible and easy to use. Metal molds are durable and ideal for intricate designs. Start by preparing your mold. Lightly coat the inside with mold release spray, then melt your wax. Stir in fragrance oils and colorants. Pour the melted wax into the prepared mold. Allow the candle to cool and harden completely. Once set, gently unmold your candle. Dipping taper candles is a traditional candle-making method that produces elegant, long-burning candles perfect for special occasions. While it requires a bit more patience and practice than other methods, the results are well worth the effort. The art of dipping begins with preparing your dipping station. Fill a tall, narrow container with melted wax. Ensure the container is deep enough to accommodate the length of your desired taper candle. Next, prepare your wicks. Cut multiple wicks to the desired length of your taper candles, leaving a few extra inches at the top for handling. Dip the wicks into the melted wax, coating them evenly. Lift the wicks straight up and allow the wax to cool and harden before dipping again. Continue dipping and cooling the wicks, gradually building up layers of wax until you achieve the desired thickness. Once the candles have reached the desired thickness, gently straighten any curves or bends. Trim the wicks to the desired length. To create candles with multiple wicks, simply dip several wicks simultaneously, keeping them evenly spaced. As you dip, rotate the wicks to ensure even coating and prevent them from sticking together. Adding fragrance and color to your candles allows you to personalize your creations and enhance their sensory appeal. Select fragrance oils that appeal to your senses, from soothing lavender to invigorating citrus. Follow the recommended usage rates for your chosen wax. Too much fragrance oil can affect the candle's burn quality. Experiment with different colorants, including dye blocks, liquid dyes, and mica powders. Start with a small amount of colorant and add more until you achieve the desired shade. Remember, a little goes a long way with both fragrance and color. It's always best to start with less and add more as needed. Even experienced candle makers encounter occasional hiccups. Here are some common issues and how to troubleshoot them. Candle has a lumpy surface. This is often caused by air bubbles trapped in the wax. To prevent this, heat the wax slowly and stir gently. You can also use a heat gun or hairdryer to smooth out any imperfections after pouring. Candle has a sunken top. This happens when the wax cools and contracts unevenly. To fix it, remelt a small amount of wax and carefully pour it over the sunken area. Candle is tunneling or burning unevenly. This is usually caused by an incorrect wick size. If the wick is too small, it won't be able to draw up enough wax, resulting in tunneling. If the wick is too large, it will burn too hot and create a large, uneven flame. Consult a wick size chart to determine the appropriate size for your candle's diameter. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be discouraged if your first few candles aren't flawless. With each attempt, you'll gain valuable experience and refine your skills. Handmade candles make heartfelt and personalized gifts for any occasion. Here are some ideas for presenting your creations. Choose attractive jars or containers that complement the candle's scent and color. Create custom labels with the recipient's name, a special message, or the candle's scent. Pair your candles with other homemade treats, such as soaps, bath bombs, or scented sachets, for a thoughtful and pampering gift. Decorate your candles with seasonal embellishments such as dried flowers, cinnamon sticks or pine cones to create festive gifts for holidays or special occasions. The time and care you put into crafting your candles will shine through, making your gifts truly special and memorable. As you embark on your candle-making journey, remember that the most important ingredient is your creativity. Don't be afraid to experiment with different waxes, fragrances, colors, and embellishments to create candles that reflect your unique style and personality. Candle making is a rewarding and therapeutic craft that allows you to slow down, tap into your creativity, and create something beautiful and useful with your own two hands. So gather your supplies, light a candle for inspiration, and let the joy of candle making illuminate your life. Happy candle making!